What I've seen they've been able to put up today, commemorating their 5 years and as well celebrating their students, it's something worthwhile in the sense that celebrating these children gives them that sense of, oh, I've achieved something. And of course, it will serve as a motivation for them to aspire to achieve more things in future. Seeing the pupils that are both the graduates and the ones who are celebrating, those who are graduating. I think one area that they would need to look into as an area to improve is the aspect of trying to make sure that the academic curriculum is not something that is static, but to have a curriculum that is dynamic. We live in a dynamic world, so to have a curriculum that is dynamic and to make sure that the pupils or the students that we bring forth from the school, that they become or they are always competitive at the global stage.
From my observation today, it is the peak of all the graduation they have done for the past 4 years now. Good venue, good organization, presentation on point. I was like, I'm very happy, number one, very, very happy because I can see the improvement from my daughter to my son. Fortunately, this morning, the person that did the speech for the nursery section was my son. And I was so angry that they did not allow him to do the presentation properly because I saw him do that speech time again and again and again, and it's so interesting that I've seen the improvement and the desire of the school proprietors to bring the school up to this level. It's amazing. It's amazing because from the speech that young boy made this morning, he said the woman yearned for something that she couldn't get around here, but because of her desire for quality, she decided to open up a school that is an eye-opener to everybody in our neighborhood today. Area I want the school to improve more. One of the area is the area of sports, because schools today, because of challenge of accommodation or facility, they don't have enough space for sporting activities. I understand that they only have a playground in that school, and if the school can have a place where children will do sport, because you can discover talent from whatever age. But once children begin to work, you can discover talent there. But since they don't have that facility to do enough sport in that area, I'm trusting that the school will come up with maybe a strategy on how to get a proper sporting facility within the school premises.
It's been a thing of joy to see a child or institution growing from strength to strength. The level LearnBay is today is actually a thing of joy. It has grown to a very wonderful level in academic growth of the children. I really appreciate God and the entire staff of LearnBay School. If you watch the last graduation, you can find out, particularly my kids today, both of them emerges as best students in their various class. Goodness is one of the better students that took just the past better exam that was sent to parents. I had already pointed some of them out in detail. But the particular area, the content of a student, you may not know it until you express it out. Now, from the communication you hear here today, you will discover that the students are lacking in phonics. They are lacking in phonics. They have content here, they have quality here, but if the student fail to communicate it out, at least when they compete with other students, by the time they compete with other students out there, then the whole lot of what LearnBay has will be communicated.
From all indication, I know there has been progression from the last event to today's event. I saw the brochure, for example, that of last year, and from what I'm seeing this year, it's evident that the school has so much improved, and they are progressing at a very fast pace, I must say. They are at it. There is still room for improvement, no doubt, but they are there. They are there. If we can see in the life of the children, in their performances, and then in my own children, it is evident that they are learning well here. And it doesn't have a bus stop, and so whatever thing will be done or can be done to make learning convenient and conducive for children here, let that be done. Let that be done. The environment, the ambience, the teaching. Of course, the staff themselves should be highly motivated. I can't say anything less than that. Let the staff
moving from glory to glory, not the way we saw it last time, and we are seeing it. I'm so impressed, and the environment is just top notch. On their faces, they are getting the right education and the right learning atmosphere, because that's what we clamor for, in every society, in every school. So you see them, you see the children excitement, you see that they are having the best. The 5 years is a landmark. Okay, it's a landmark, and it's not the way they started and now. You can see that there's a whole lot of things, and we are happy. I personally am happy. So they need to step it up for them to meet up with the competition out there. And I know with God they will move forward.
It means a lot, as in the milestone that we have attained is quite very surprising to me because of the kind of growth that we're encountered in such a short time. So it's worth celebrating. This is first of all my passion. It was out of passion that made me come up with this vision, and so far, yes, I would say we've not really attained where we want to be, but I know it's a gradual process because Rome wasn't even built in a day. So it's a gradual process, but so far so good. God has helped us to attain some level of success and improvement, and a lot God has helped us to achieve this 5 years. But we are also trying to make some adjustments where necessary. We kind of had a feedback mechanism from the parents to get things that we need to improve on, and some of them we are laid down, and we have promised them that all hands will be on deck to put things together to make sure that LearnBay moves forward, and our vision of having an excellent learning experience for our learners will surely come to fulfillment.
To me, it means a very big milestone, because looking back years ago, we thought this is something that won't be possible. But today, we're already fifth. To me, it's a very big milestone, and I want to thank God for bringing us this far. Look at, we just started, when LearnBay started 5 years ago, we started with less than 20 persons, pupils, but today we are over 200. Within 5 years, is a very big success. So we believe in our learners' environment is very important, and so to an extent, we've gone ahead to introduce comfortable and cozy environment for our learners, and also we have gone ahead to introduce STEM robotics, because we believe in the next generation. The world is going digital. So we've introduced STEM robotics, which is, you count many schools that do it here in Abuja, but in LearnBay, that's what we do. Our kids from primary, they know what it means. We don't know what is technology, and they play with it. It's within their fingertips. They play with technologies. It is a global village already. So that you are in Abuja doesn't mean your speech and the way you communicate should be impaired. So we have strong phonics teachers that takes the kids, even from primary to secondary. So anywhere they can fit in, anywhere in any part of the country, any part of the world they find themselves. So they can be able to fit in and communicate effectively. For trusting in us, their child, and giving us that trust is not an easy thing. And we want to tell them that we will not take it for granted. We'll keep on improving. Whatever they've seen today is the least. Next year will be better than this year. So I want to also encourage others that are still doubting, you know, if this school is, they should be able to see that the school is one of the best. In fact, we had a competition, all the FCT, schools in FCT, over 200 schools. LearnBay was one of the first 10